Hey everybody, hope you're having an excellent day today. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about things that we loved about Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. So if you haven't seen my review, go check that out. There'll be in the link in the description. But yeah, another quick announcement before I start this. Once again, the mic is being really stupid, so it's not working for some reason. So I hope this is okay. Hope you guys are okay with this audio. I try to make it like as not echoey as possible. Alright, but enough of that. Let's talk about Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, things I really liked about this movie. And I gotta say, at the beginning of the film, the clash kind of between Obi-Wan and Anakin is really well done. You know, Obi-Wan pretty much just trying to prove that he's almost better than Anakin, you know? He really tries to pull rank on Anakin, you know? My young Padawan. Oh, your force is not as in tune as mine is. I'm more in tune with the force than you. And Anakin is really like arrogant too in this. You know, Obi-Wan was pretty much saying how he's become a great swordsman, you know, almost as good as Master Yoda, and he's like, well, I already thought I'm better than Yoda. It's like, better than Yoda? You're like 19 years old? Pretty cocky. After they meet Padme once again for the first time in like 10 years, you know, Anakin was saying, oh, we're gonna find out who's trying to kill you, you know, just trying to make her feel better. And then Obi-Wan's like, you know, we will not outdo our mandate, young Padawan. And then that kind of sets Anakin off. He's like, you know, what do you think we're supposed to do? Well, we're not just gonna protect her and let things happen. We gotta find out who's doing this. You know, and that's when Obi-Wan kind of snaps, you know, and he's like, look, you're the Padawan, I'm the master, okay? You're not going to do anything that I don't say. You're going to listen to me. And he does that in front of Padme, and Anakin's like, why? Like, kind of like calling him out. It's like, why? Like, and that kind of sets a real good tension throughout the movie. They're kind of clashing a little bit. And then I feel like after this sort of clash ends at the end of the movie, that's when they become like real good friends, like brothers almost. All right, now let's talk about Anakin and Padme. So, a lot of people don't like the relationship between these two, but like a lot of people say it's unbelievable. But you have an attractive guy, Hayden Christensen is an attractive man. You have an attractive female, and Natalie Portman, you know, Padme and Anakin. They hang out enough, you know, obviously they'll probably gain feelings, you know. And the way Anakin looks at her, you know, she knows that this guy will do anything for her. She just needs to ask. And that's comforting. You know, in the picnic that they have on the Naboo, they have a little disagreement on how politics should be. And, you know, normally disagreements, you know, lead into fights and stuff. But then after, they just laughed about it, you know. And Anakin riding on those, like, giant buffalo things. It's a really great scene, by the way. So Padme rushes up to Anakin. He's lying on the ground, not moving. She's like, oh my God. Rolls him over, and he just starts laughing, and then he like grabs her, and then they're like they like tussle around in the grass, just laughing, having a great time. And it just, every time I watch that, it just makes me smile. And then of course Padme is like, you know what, you're a Jedi, I'm a senator, what are we doing? Two people that shouldn't be together coming together is like tale as old as time, and they do it, so in my opinion, they do it really well here. Yeah, let's talk about another really cool scene. So let's talk about Anakin meeting his mother again. So they go all the way to Tatooine. He finds, well, no, actually, let's talk about the scene just before that, when he's zooming off to go find his mother, while he's pretty much leaving the person he swore he would protect to go find his mother. I feel like this is something Qui-Gon would do. Like, I feel like Qui-Gon would do no matter what to save the ones he loved. First of all, Qui-Gon almost turned to the dark side when his person that he loved got killed or something like that. It's in an expanded lore and stuff like that. So, very reminiscent to what Anakin's doing here. You know, he's going to save his mother and just Duel of the Fates blasting as you see him zooming off in the speeder. It just really hits home, you know. Just really emotional. And of course he does get there. Really cool way that the Tusken Raiders is sent up. It's like it's like huts, and then they got lookouts and stuff. They got little dogs, little children and stuff like that playing. Anakin slips by them easily, goes into the hut, and then he sees his mother. this part always brings a tear to my eye, because obviously you don't want to see your mother die. You know, it's just the worst thing that could happen to you in your life. One of the worst things. He has his mother in his arms, and she's like, "Well, look how big you've got. You're so handsome," and stuff like that. And it's just so genuine, and it feels like these two people have not seen each other in a long time, and it's like a real relationship. It's really, really heartwarming. And then she's trying to say "I love you" to him, but she can't get it out. You know, she's having a lot of difficulty. She's in a lot of pain, and she's literally just passing. And then she's trying to say "I love you," and then she dies. And then Anakin just snaps, and it sends a ripple through the Force. Yoda feels it. Qui-Gon feels it. When he's in the Force right now. He's a Force ghost, and he feels Anakin turning into the dark side to slaughter not just the men, but the women and the children, and just massacres an entire camp. I feel like all I'm talking about right now is Anakin. Let's talk about Obi-Wan here a little bit. So his little run-in with the the Camino people is really good. So we get to this like really groggy planet with rain and winds, kind of looks like Vancouver. And you get inside, it's just really super bright place. Then there's like 8-foot tall creatures with these tiny little heads but long necks, and then he meets Jango, and then Jango knows who he is, and he knows who Jango is. And this is kind of like a little spy moment, like back in the old spy movies where they know who each other is. They're being gentlemen, until they leave and then they get into a fight. So I really like that part. That was really good. And of course we get Jango Fett, Boba Fett, fan favorites, father. And it's cool, shiny new armor, silver and blue. And then the little boy, he's kind of like wanting to be like his father. And of course we get to see that in 5 and 6 when he becomes Boba Fett and pretty much puts on the mantle that his father had as a bounty hunter. And I also like what George did of Jango having an unaltered clone that he named Boba, of course, Boba Fett. That was pretty cool. It's a nice little tie-in. Something that prequels do well is they tie in so well with the original 3 movies. Like, it just really feels like a full circle. It's poetry. Yeah, other than that, really solid film. Like I said, I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. And just the music in this movie really hits so well. Across the Stars, Anakin and Padme's theme, something I didn't touch on. All the Anakin scenes are so good. They hit so well. Obi-Wan scenes are really good as well. Count Dooku's amazing. CGI is good. So next video is going to be the review for Revenge of the Sith. My favorite Star Wars film. So that one might be a little long. So I'm super pumped for that. I was in the watch party with Theory. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you like the style. But we're going to end this here. So hopefully you all had a good rest of your day. And we will see you in the next one. May the Force be with you guys, always.